Guys, welcome back to Algebra 1, Lesson 18 today. We're going to be talking about more with exponents, but this time we're talking about evaluation with powers. We've already talked about how when you have an expression and you have letters in place of numbers, but you know what numbers those letters stand for, you replace those letters with the numbers in your equation, and there you go. Well, evaluation, when you have powers, exponents, and all of your numbers are positive, is really straightforward. You just plug in your numbers and go. So for example, y, x squared, m3. So this is y times x squared times m cubed. Y is a positive 3, x is a positive 4, and m is a positive 2. So to evaluate this, all I do is put the numbers in place of my letters. Y is 3, x is 4, so I have 3 times 4 squared, and m is 2, so I have 2 cubed. So I multiply 4 squared, 4 times 4, which is 4 squared, and get 16. 2 cubed, I get 8. Then I multiply all of those together, and my answer is going to be 384. Very simple, because I had no negatives. When I have negatives thrown into the expression, that just makes it slightly more tricky. I have to be more careful. I have to include more parentheses. So let's say I have a equals negative 2. I want to evaluate each of these expressions knowing that a stands for negative 2. So here I have a squared. Negative 2 needs to go in place of a. But because it depends on parentheses, what I do with that negative, I have to make sure I include my parentheses to guard that negative. Without parentheses, I'm saying the opposite of 2 squared, which would be negative 4. But with parentheses, I'm saying negative 2 squared, which would be positive 4. Very good. So those parentheses make a big difference. You have to remember to use them and remember what they mean when you see them. Here I have the opposite of a squared. So this time I have negative on the outside and negative 2 on the inside. It's in both places. Negative 2 squared I know is positive 4. The opposite of positive 4 is negative 4. That's your answer. Now I have the opposite of a cubed. So that's the opposite of negative 2 cubed. Well, what's negative 2 cubed? That would be negative 2 times negative 2, which is positive 4, times negative 2, which is negative 8. It's the opposite of negative 8, so that would be positive 8. And finally, I have negative a cubed. So this is, notice I have the negative on the inside of my parentheses, okay? So I have negative, the opposite of negative 2 cubed. So what's the opposite of negative 2? Positive 2, right? So that's really saying that I have positive 2 cubed, because I have the opposite of negative 2. So the opposite of negative 2 is positive 2, so I'm cubing positive 2. And what's my answer? That would be a positive 8 once again. Okay, let's try a couple more before you do your practice. Up here, I have x squared z cubed times y. X is 2, z is 3, and y is negative 2. Plug in my numbers. So I have 2 squared times 3 cubed times negative 2. 2 squared is 4. 3 cubed is 27. Times negative 2. Then I multiply all of these together. Notice you have one negative here, so your answer is going to be negative because 1 is an odd number, so it's going to make everything negative. I get negative 216 as my answer. Okay? One more. Just box that off. Okay. Here I have p times m squared minus z cubed. P I know is 1. M is negative 4. So I have 1 times negative 4 squared. Minus z is negative 2. So minus negative 2 cubed. 1 times anything is itself, so I don't have to worry about the 1 anymore, because whatever this answer is, whatever negative 4 squared is, multiplied by 1, it's going to be whatever this answer is. What is negative 4 squared? Positive 16. So I have positive 16 minus negative 2 cubed. What's negative 2 cubed? Negative 8. So I have 16 minus negative 8. When I subtract a negative, remember that's the same as adding. So 16 minus negative 8 is the same as 16 plus 8, which is positive 24. Okay, try your practice now on page 87. Yeah, 87. You should be back from your practice, ready to go. Letter A was 144, because you multiplied negative 4 squared minus 4 times negative 3 times negative 5. Letter B is negative 44. You had negative 4 squared minus 4 times negative 3 times negative 5. Letter C is negative 32. You had negative 2 squared minus 4 times negative 3 squared. Let me know if you have any questions about those and want a little more help. I am here for any questions you may have. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye.